Hey guys, and welcome back to Twilight Princess for the penultimate part of the playthrough, and it's time for a climactic showdown.
So this is why it was raining. It totally makes everything look so much more badass.
It looks suspiciously like the weather that we got in the final Ganon fight in Ocarina of Time.
It even has the same orangey clouds, which kind of made no sense in N64, but hey, we have plot in this game, so now it makes sense.
Hope you're ready for a bit of a bit of exposition, a bit of talkiness, because Gandalf's got to build himself up as a threat and whatnot. Because mostly he's just been a big ball of fire.
Mostly at this point, he's had nothing to do with anything, but he's our final boss.
No, not the statue. That was my favorite statue.
I can't even tell which one that was, but yes, favorite.
Not sure how to feel about the decor of this place. You shouldn't hang people, especially royalty, up like that. It's very rude.
I mean, at the very least, you want to balance the contrast of royalty on your walls with maybe some jade curtains. Work on the feng shui, Ganon. You're a professional.
I gotta say, not a fan of how Gandalf was used in this game, but his design, just the stretch, like here, the final stretch, is probably some of the best Zelda stuff in general, so I can't be player hating at this point.
Yep, Twilight Princess Ganondorf does have a good design, I will agree, but I would like to contest that Ganon Thong is the better design for Ganondorf.
Will you stop bringing that shit up, I swear to God.
Never. Ganon Thong is eternal.
I love the cornrows, basically. Now it's the armor, the scar in his chest that really pulls it all together.
He's also really expressive. For Link having maybe 3 faces in the game, Ganondorf just totally emoted that one line.
He really looks like a king this time. The Ocarina of Time one, where he got his power, he just had like a fancy cape and looked slightly older. Now he's got kind of like a crown thing running through his hair, and it just makes him look better overall.
I mean, even the headgear, kind of behind his head, sort of has that, Christian imagery, like the light around people's heads for, holy people or authority.
Yeah, I never noticed that before.
He's got a lot of really good design choices.
Okay, this thing right here, this camera shot, just reminds me of Wind Waker, where you find out that, spoilers, Tetra is Zelda.
Oh no. Great, there goes an entire playthrough washed down the toilet in 1 second, Tom. We had material potential there. Of course, Zelda being suspended up in the air, with Ganondorf right below her, Link across the hall. It's all the same thing.
Where do you think Zach got this shit from? I taught it to him, bitch!
Because even though all he did was just get banished into the Twilight Realm, I guess the power of the Triforce allowed him to collect and harness Twilight power?
Yeah.
And Midna's really going hardcore on this voodoo. She is trying to telekinetically rip everything out of Zelda.
In the trailer, that looked like Midna was attacking Zelda, so I guess they were playing into the whole sassy, antagonistic thing of Midna so as to not give anything away. But yeah, we finally get to fight Zelda.
About time. Bitch, I have been saving you for years, I have got nothing in return, and you still princess and ruling everything. Payback.
Now, you mentioned during the Zant fight in the Palace of Twilight that there was no dead man's volley. Don't worry, Ganon's puppet Zelda will more than make up for that.
Definitely, yeah. And it's way better than what would have been against holograms.
So is he using the Triforce of Power or the Triforce of Wisdom at this point?
I think the Triforce of Power is letting him perform the possession, and then the attacks themselves call from the Triforce of Wisdom.
Secret strats. That's kind of hard to pull off, because I had to come back and re-record this, and I could not do it. This was my first take, and I got very lucky here.
Way to go, Tom.
It basically bypasses the whole need for the dead man's volley.
What sword is she using? I'm just trying to see if she's using a rapier, because, that's sort of now her traditional weapon.
Well, if you'll allow me to go onto the Zelda wiki, you keep talking while I do Instant research.
Yep. This is definitely a lot more engaging than the Ganon fight in Ocarina of Time with his Dead Man Volley. That was pretty much just hide out in the corner. This one, you're allowed to move across the entire room. You do have that triangle of light attack, which, if you get hit by it, well, I question how you got to this point in the game, because it's so slow and has such charge up. Also, you can't really see it from here, but Zelda's skin is like super pale, and she has like these veins pulsing out of her face. And we saw the eyes though, but yeah, it's not just, oh, we're fighting the actual Zelda model. Possessed Zelda looks creepy as hell.
I'm looking it up, I haven't found anything yet. Oh, here we go. It appears to be based on the Renaissance-era longswords with a slim blade and large crossguard. Additionally, it features a ricasso, a blunt section of the blade that may be gripped to increase accuracy with a stab.
Oh. Okay, so it's just a regular sword. Oh yeah, that was the sword she used in the cutscene when she was talking about how she surrendered. She dropped a sword like that. Okay. So we haven't really gotten to the traditional rapier yet, but we are starting to see that, you know, Zelda prefers thin blades.
I think Ashe uses a rapier, if I recall correctly.
Not that we saw her do it.
Yeah.
Do anything.
Also, I forgot to point this out, this was kind of similar to how Navi gets knocked away in the first phase of the Ganondorf fight in Ocarina.
Right, see, there you go. Look, that's so fucking creepy!
No, Midna, don't do it! There you go. Not even a blemish.
That was a hug! Aw, a Twilight Beast hug!
All's well that ends well, right? Don't look behind you. Oh, what the fuck did I just tell you, Link? It never gets better when you look at the danger, but it's okay. You got your sassy imp partner. She's got your back.
That shot was so good. It's like, yeah, we know shit's still going on, but we got it. We got it. We've got 39 parts of shit behind us. We can do this.
It seems that Ganondorf grabbed a smash ball, so it's time to take on Beast Ganon, Dark Beast Ganon, in fact, and the music just goes top tier.
I do love how they incorporate Link's wolf form into this string of final boss fights. Because it's such an important part of the game that it really would have felt wrong had all of the final boss been just done as human Link. So to essentially include the Wolf Link section as, you know, Wolf Link's goodbye, if you want to consider it its own character, this is his final moment.
It's like, even Spirit Tracks, whose main defining thing was you travelled about on a train, there's a phase of the final showdown that has you going about collecting like tears of light to open the way to the proper final boss. Say like in Skyward Sword, what's one of the main defining things? Oh, you fly. That bird ain't nowhere to be found in that final boss. So it's kind of a downgrade from Twilight Princess in that regard, but the whole final stretch of bosses here is just fantastic, because you get your normal sword fight, you get your wolf form fight, you get a bit of horseback riding, which we'll be seeing in the next part, not to give anything away, but strategies for Beast Ganon. Watch the pawls, watch them carefully, and hit his thing when he runs out of it, and then just give him a few jump slashes.
You know, similar to the Phantom Ganon fight where he would pop out of paintings. However, instead of a 360 view, you can pretty much have all the portals in one view if you're standing close to the throne. So it's a bit easy.
Just gotta be careful for him literally appearing from the sky and trying to take you out with a belly flop.
But there's a shadow. I mean, you did fight Blizzetta, right?
Now when he disappears, as the guide will tell you, this is your cue to turn into wolf form and then wait for the portals once more.
I also still I love the size difference. I mean, you got Wolf Link, but he also has fully fused shadow charged Midna on his back. Yeah, going against massively huge Pig Beast Ganon.
Do you remember back in Ordon, way back when, in part 1 or 2, when we had to rear goats? Basically the same thing, but this one is much bigger and has like red hair to boot.
Who would have guessed that something all the way back in Tutorial Town would end up helping you in the final boss fight?
Turning back into normal Link really speeds up this boss fight. Because you can just go to town and rip apart his scar with Wolfling. It looks cool, doesn't do as much damage, so...
Ew, he's all stinky.
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna melt over here.
Someone's gonna have to move that giant pig carcass out of the room. We can't keep that there. That is unsanitary. We are gonna get health code violations. They're just gonna shut down the entire castle, and everything will have been for nothing.
That light medicine I gave you wasn't for keeps, Midna. I'll be taking it back now. Oh, and then Midna just fades again.
It was just a loan, but now that you don't have my light spirit inside you, sunlight, pew, zap.
Bruh, what the fuck?
Yo, Midna's just been having a really weird day today.
Oh, the fanfics. Oh, that sorrow, that pain.
I saw your tragic backstory. It was so well written.
Did you forget about this form? Surprise, I'm the sun!
Surprise, he's actually Maleficent?
It looks like he has a giant flaming afro there. Kind of takes the bite out of the intimidation factor. You guys may want to step back. Shit's about to go cray-cray.
I mean, now that she has ultimate darkness power, she is not being very reserved about it. She is... Every problem that has arisen, it's like, yeah, no, if you shadow this shit.
Nice bit of tragic music here.
Later, broski.
It's been cool, man, but, I'm royalty. Twilight royalty. This is my responsibility.
I mean, this is her story.
And then when she turns around, you were saying, bitch? Nuh-uh! I'm the antagonist. You can't defeat me. You know what? Well, fuck you and fuck your barriers and your light pyramids and whatnot.
Prepare to get squid spider fucked.
We'll finish this next time on the final part of the Twilight Princess playthrough. Bye bye for now.